Before we get into this, quick 30-second ad from our sponsors. Filmora is back for an entire new pack. Add overlays that look like Iron Man or Star Trek. No longer do you need a giant studio house to be able to make these HUDs and overlay effects. With Filmora, it's as simple as plug and play. If you want to make it look like you're in a command center, well, that's easy too. The pack comes with all new elements, overlays, filters, transitions, and yes, even amazing intros that look like they should cost hundreds of dollars. So if you want to step up your editing game, go ahead and visit Filmora in the first two links down in the description. What is up, Pony Nation? It's me, FiM, Moliminous, and welcome to an episode of NewzPop, where I detail all the news that happen in the fandom and the internet at large, so you don't have to go swimming through a pile of shitposts to find out one golden nugget. And it's actually being recorded for once in like the last 2 months at a reasonable time at about 10 p.m. You know, opposed to me recording it at like 3 a.m. in the morning. Guys, I think that deserves a like for me to perform a basic human function of maintaining a decent sleep schedule. Besides the fact that I woke up at 2 p.m. But, you know, I'm not recording late anymore. My mild victories aside, we have some information here regarding Season 7 and its release. Okay, so it turns out, you know, Perfect Pair and Discordant Harmony, those two episodes that Australia, for some reason, because they're a prisoner country, and they don't care about law and order, decided to release early, are actually part of a mid-season premiere, which is, I guess, something that we're doing now? Because it's going to air 2 episodes in 1 week. It's going to be on the same day, Saturday, August 5th, and apparently it's going to be just like the premiere. So we have a premiere, and then we have a mid-season premiere, and then we have a finale. So I guess we're just gonna have 6 episodes where it's gonna be played in 1 week, 1 day, I guess. You know, obviously respectfully, the premiere has 2 episodes, the mid-season premiere has 2 episodes, and then the finale has 2 episodes. Speaking of the finale, we actually do have information on that as well that you guys might find interesting. We actually have the names of them courtesy of Snap to it, which has listed these finales as Shadow Play Part 1 and then Shadow Play Part 2, obviously. So it's gonna be called Shadow Play. There's nothing really here that gives away anything. There's no synopsis, there's no any information that I can find, but from it being called Shadow Play and from what we see in the comics, and I don't know, it could be the return of a villain, it could be a new villain who comes here, because we haven't had an overarching villain this season, like at all. There's no major conflict, and this season in general feels like it's void of, like, direction. Where are we going? What are we doing? What is our purpose here? Why are we here? Just to suffer. I'm not saying it's a bad season, but I am saying this feels like the most directionless season of them all, and the leaks do not help at all. It feels all disorganized and everything feels weird. Now, I don't really have any story that I'm reading. I have not been reading fanfics because, well, my sleep schedule has been horrendous, which needs to get fixed before I go into my master's class. But there is something that's based off of my favorite fanfiction universe, I guess you could say, the Fallout Equestria universe. While I am an avid believer that Project Horizons was above and beyond any other form, someone is attempting to do an audiobook of the full Fallout Equestria vanilla, and there have been people who have completely read it. In fact, I used to listen to it when I was, you know, grinding for clips in Call of Duty. That was a long time ago, and he did a great job. He did such a great job that I actually, when I went and started reading it without him, just because I couldn't wait and I wanted to read it like on the bus and like in class and stuff like that, I would imagine him speaking in his voice, which let me see if I can even pull up his channel so I can give him a little shout out here. Yeah, here he is. He's Crazed Ramblings. I don't think he's done anything really since. Yeah, he hasn't uploaded for 2 years. I believe he finished Project Fallout Equestria. Yep. The only thing he hadn't finished was Project Horizons, ironically enough, which is infinitely times larger than Fallout Equestria Vanilla, by the way. But this group is apparently trying to redo it, I guess, with quote-unquote professional levels or something like that. And, you know, their goal is $25,000, or $26,000, I'm sorry. It's a little steep. I can't actually find out that much information about them. They're already about the 5,000 goal mark. They just reached the 1,000 like 3 days ago, so it's a pretty good trend. You know, they're going along here. I'm a little bit concerned with the way that they say that they're going to distribute this money, because voice acting and editing is apparently 15,000, which I guess I can get. I wish they didn't group that together, because I want to know how much they're spending on just these voice actors, because that's a huge chunk of the $26,000 and $26,022 goal, I guess. And then the second highest thing at almost $7,000 is campaign rewards. It feels a little bit weird to have so much of your budget just be dedicated to getting people to donate in the first place, instead of having a lower goal with more modest rewards. But you know, that's their thing. They also have about 2,600 for transaction fees, which makes sense. And I guess shipping is also part of it, so I'm guessing that's part of their rewards, which means that the total rewards are almost like $10,000, but then they're only spending $300 on artwork, which, yeah, it's a radio play, but we want to see some nice backgrounds while we're listening to it. If we are listening to it, nice cover art or something for the thumbnails, that would be pretty cool. But hey, the project sounds cool. Do I think it's gonna actually come out in its entirety? Maybe, but I wouldn't expect to see it like by the end of this year. Fallout Equestria is a huge story, and even if they stay on track, it's gonna probably take them a while. And that's assuming that no one gets burned out, because doing the same project for, let's say, like 2 years kind of gets tedious. But hey, that's just my ramblings. If you guys want to go ahead and check out this little Indiegogo, go ahead and follow the links down in the description, and you can go ahead and support them, or you can voice your concerns or applaud them, or whatever it is that you guys want to do. They already have 68 backers, so you can go ahead and join them. Anyways, guys, I think that's gonna do it for me. I've been Faith the Moliminous. I love your faces, so I hope you at least like my video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Be sure to smash that like button, nuke that like button to join the gift card giveaway. There's no gift card giveaway, we would go broke. Woo!